Hi, guys, and welcome back to another episode of What's Up with Faith Aida. Clock it. And from the title of this vlog, you already know this is a gratitude vlog. I'm dressing like Santa's wife today because we are in the spirit of Christmas. So, Merry Christmas in advance, guys, or Merry Christmas in arrears. I don't know when you're going to be seeing this video, but Merry Christmas, anyways. And don't forget, Jesus is the reason for the season. So, we're gonna get right into this video, right? From the title of this video, you already know what this video is about. It's a gratitude video. I think one of my first videos I posted this year, I talked about some things I wanted to do more of this year, and I mentioned that some of the things I would like to do more of this year included being grateful, showing gratitude. So, this is me trying to be grateful. I did mention in that video that I started something last year where I was keeping like tiny little notes weekly or monthly thereabout of things that I was grateful for. Not literally big things, but like small, mild, major, minor, whatever. But I didn't do that this year. Anyways, last minute I decided to draft a gratitude list just so I could write things that I'm grateful for this year. And I wanted to just like emphasize on not so much. Like I wanted to emphasize on three or four, five things. But I started writing and I'm like, oh, there's actually a lot of things to be grateful for. So here goes. Hopefully this video is not longer than I expect it to be. So yeah. So first things first, right? I'm grateful for life. And not to sound cliche, because every time everybody wants to talk about gratitude, they always talk about, oh, I'm grateful for life. But genuinely, I'm grateful for life. I'm trying not to be very vulnerable here or not to get too personal. But when I say I'm grateful for life, I'm indeed grateful for life because there have been times where I wasn't grateful for life. I didn't want to be here. I could not make sense of life. And I was like, you know what? Do I really want to be a part of this? Or I'm here today saying that I'm actually grateful for life. I'm grateful that I wake up these days and I'm like, okay, it's a new day and we're going to push on. We're going to do the work God has called us to do. We find joy in the little things, in the not so little things, in the big things. So indeed, I'm grateful for life. I'm grateful that there are no more days when I just run to sleep to hide away from my problems and pray not to wake up from the sleep. So, yeah, I am indeed grateful for life. Even on days where things are not seemingly going the way I want, or on days where things just seem very bleak or unclear, I am still grateful for life. Throughout this year, I've tried to retain my gratitude in whatever way I could. So yeah, I am really grateful for life. So yeah, that's the first thing on my gratitude list. This year, I walked into a new chapter of my life. But before we even get into that, talking about walking into a new chapter, I finished nursing school this time last year. Hey, I was held down by the shackles of nursing school. Nursing school was after my life, and myself, I was after nursing school's life. It was a matter of who go first kill who. Is either nursing school kill me or like kill it. To be more serious, yeah. This time last year, I was stressed in all ways you could think about it, emotionally, financially, academically, as an academic weapon myself. Take it from me when I say I was stressed. I was really stressed. And I'm just so thankful that the first few weeks of this year, I was able to break out from nursing school. I successfully finished nursing school with a distinction at that. Yeah, and then that brings me to the new beginnings, right? That led to a lot of new things in my life. I got a new job literally before I even finished uni. I had to move city, new environment, which just felt like a new chapter of my life, a new adventure, just something that brought a new spark, new joy to me. Obviously, made new friends, new opportunities, and things like that. So, I am indeed grateful for that. I'm grateful for finishing nursing school, and I'm grateful for working into this new chapter of my life. That said, that also brings me to the next thing on my gratitude list. For the first time in 5 years, I left the shackles of being a student and being on the student visa. I got a work sponsorship. And my dear, I cannot begin to explain. See, if you're in the UK or if you came to the UK on the visa route, you will understand why that is on my gratitude list, right? First of all, it means that if anything, I have broken away from all the shackles of school fees. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And now I no longer have to worry about all of that. And being on a work visa is just none of the restrictions that comes with being on a student visa. I no longer have to be bothered or challenged about any of that anymore. So yeah, I am grateful for that. And talking about that, that also brings me to the next thing on my gratitude list, which is my finances. I'm grateful for my finances. I am nowhere close to where I want to be. God, I'm grateful because no longer being a student, no longer being on a student visa, has freed me from so much financial trauma or financial stress, way much more than I even anticipated. I did know that by the time I stopped being a student, by this time I stopped paying universities monthly installments that can cover up for two people's mortgages, I know I would much more be in a better state, like emotionally, physically, mentally, and otherwise. But I think this year I've indeed come a long, long way. And I think it's just about being free from all of that, anxiety of, oh God, how am I going to sort this? How am I going to sort that? So I thank God. I'm grateful. I am grateful, super, super, super grateful that I am no longer in such I no longer have financial anxiety like I did last year. I'm still pre-rich. I don't want to use the B word. I don't want to say I'm broke, but I am very thankful that I don't have to deal with all of that at this point, at least for now, until I decide to pick up the next course, which is very, very, very soon. Yeah. I didn't hit my savings goal for the year. I did set a very high target, a very unrealistic target. If I'm being honest. But we thank God, at least my savings saved me in difficult days. I think that's the most important thing, right? My emergency funds did not need to have emergencies for it to save me. So we thank God when there's life, there is hope. Oh, the next thing I'm grateful for, I am thankful for the trips that I took this year. So at the start of this year, I did have some travel goals. I wanted to travel to a couple of countries. And I did not travel to all the countries I intended to travel to this year, but I did make some memorable trips, and I'm thankful for that. I'm thankful for provision and thankful for the grace or the opportunity to travel with people that I love. I traveled with my friend. I went on a girls trip and I traveled with my partner. So I think I did four countries this year. I did Ireland, I did Greece, I did and in Greece we did two countries, Mykonos and Santorini. And then I did Morocco, Marrakesh, and I did Jordan. In Jordan, we went to six different countries. You don't want to travel with me if you're not a tourist. Like if you're a vacationer, I'm not the one person to travel with. But yeah, I'm thankful for the trips that I made this year. And the trip I have coming up in what? 3 weeks, literally. I'm doing a major countdown because I'm so excited. It's a super, super, super big trip. And I'm not going to emphasize on it too much, but I am super excited for that, for this particular trip that is coming up soon. We're trying to keep it I'm trying to not to the phone attached to that trip. So let's just leave it there, right? Oh, this one, I'm thankful for celebrating 1 year in marriage. I celebrated 1 year wedding anniversary with my husband. Literally the most loving, the most intentional man ever. And everybody says that about their partner, and I'm always like, oh, that sounds cliche, but I'm not sounding cliche right now because my husband is the most loving, the most intentional, the cutest, the oh my god. I don't want to come back if there's another life, but if I do come back, if there's another life, I'm going to marry that man again. God know what he was doing when he gave that man to me as my husband. So I celebrated 1 year wedding anniversary with him, and I celebrated more anniversaries with him because we have multiple anniversaries we celebrate in a year. So yeah, I'm grateful for that as well. I mean, what do you mean I've been married for 1 year? Somebody has been tolerating my bad character for 1 year. Maybe I'm not such a bad person after all. Maybe my character is not that bad after all. Maybe everybody is just exaggerating that my character is bad. Maybe it's not really that bad. What do you think? Yeah. My god, this one is a major one because it's something I used to think that I would not be able to do except I take on some extra interventions like medical or whatever interventions. Not like it was that bad or too serious, but guys, I lost 15 kg in weight and I'm still losing weight. But as at now, as of today, it's the 12th. Is it 12th of December today? So it's 12 more days until Christmas. But as of today, I have lost 15 kg in weight so far. And I think that's something to be grateful for. I am super proud of myself. It's not something I thought I would be able to do, but I did it anyways. And I used to be like, it's not just about the weight loss for me. When I started the entire journey, I just wanted to have a better relationship with food. And I wanted to be more intentional about taking care of my physical health, and that led me to like losing weight. So it just showed that literally you could build discipline with anything if you wanted to. I used to be like, oh, I have the roughest relationship with food, and if eating properly, if eating like a human being was what was going to make me lose weight, never. But I've been able to manage my relationship with food well, and we're still getting there because there are some days where I'm like, you know what, I'm just gonna eat my emotions. But yeah, that's something I'm really, really, really grateful for as well. So I did not hit my target goal for YouTube. I wanted to get to 1K subscribers on YouTube. I think I mentioned that at the start of this year in one of my videos that my YouTube goal for this year was to hit 1,000 subscribers. And while I did not achieve that, I did get over 100 new subscribers on YouTube. And I think for somebody who's very inconsistent, like I am so inconsistent, I think I literally post once in every 3 months or once in every 6 months. But I think that's such a major milestone. I mean, 100 new people found it worthy to follow my account or subscribe to my channel. And I think that's just so super. And all the 742, making it 842 total of you who are subscribed to me. So thank you guys. I don't even know what to say. I don't think I post that quality because sometimes I'm like, you know what, I overthink my content sometimes. I'm so shy. Social anxiety be kicking my ass, and I'm like, are these people not going to be looking at me like, who's this one? Who's this one? What is she doing? Just better respect your old age, which is why part of the reasons why I don't post most of my videos sometimes, or I post really late and I'm just like, you know what, I've already filmed and edited this thing, I might as well just post it. But all of you guys still keep sticking with me. I think I even made it to a couple of people's top views. I think why YouTube did a YouTube recap, and people kept, well, not people, but a few persons sent me that I made it to their top views, and I'm like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, what do you mean you watched my video 52 times? What do you mean I am top 3, I am top 5 of the channels that you watch? So that's actually a milestone. I don't know. So this is to me wishing and hoping that maybe next year is the year I get monetized, and I'll probably have to, you know what, break out from my full-time job and just focus on content creation so that I will be I will be going on sponsored trips here and there. Who knows? But yeah, I'm grateful for that. I'm not going to go in too much detail about this particular one, but I'm grateful for clarity. I've been stalling on a very major decision for the last couple of months or last couple of years, if I may say. But I think this year, one thing I get was clarity on that particular thing. I've been asking God for wisdom and clarity, and I think I know where I'm at right now. I've not taken the big step yet. When I do, I will carry you guys along because I am over sabi auntie. Not really, because I am generous like that. When I make the big step, hopefully I'll let you guys know. But I am thankful for the clarity that God has given me this year regarding that issue. Yeah. Oh, I can't believe that I almost forgot saying this one. But I clocked my big 30th this year. Like, I'm a whole 30-year-old woman, even if I don't feel like that. Like, 99% of the time, I'm not gonna lie, I do not feel like a 90-year-old. But I'm grateful because I clocked 30. Like, if you know me and if you watch my channel a lot, you will know that I'm always ranting about how I've been looking forward to my 30th. And I mean, I'm finally 30. It's only been a few months into my 30th, but it's been a good ride and I'm very expectant. I'm very hopeful. I know that the plans that God has for me is about to blow my mind in this decade. So I am super, super, super grateful so far and for all the things that God has in store for me. That being said, I think the last thing that I'm going to share here about being grateful is I had to take a deep sigh because, again, this one is personal and this is probably me being vulnerable again. But I'm grateful for the ability to take a step back and just chill. Yeah. In your mind, you're like, what's to be grateful about that? Yeah. For someone who's always on the go, who is always strategizing and plotting and thinking about the next thing, the next big thing to tick off our bucket list, our to do list. I want to achieve this. I want to do this. I want to do that. I think one thing I didn't do this year, I didn't chase anything. And even though a big part of me kind of like feels unfulfilled or not really unfulfilled, like unsettled because I did not get all of the adrenaline rush of pursuing something. But I think I really needed to take a pause. Make I no go Chris. There's that, right? But it's not, I think sometimes it's okay to just take a pause and say, you know what, you deserve to rest, you deserve to re strategize, you deserve to replot. And sometimes it's not even about replotting or re strategizing because that's still involving a lot of mental work. One thing I did this year was prioritize work. Prioritize, see, it's always work that is in my head. One thing I did this year was prioritize rest. I just felt like in the last couple of years, I have been chasing, and there's always something I want to do. There is always something I need to do. And this year, I just did not want to be under any pressure. I just did not want, it's not like I didn't want to be under any pressure. I just felt like I just needed to take a step back and look at how far God has brought me. Because one thing about me, it's very easy for me to pursue a thing. And then when that thing actually comes to actualization, I'm just like, yeah, I've done it, on to the next. And I think this year I really needed to sit down with all of the little wins, all of the not so little wins, all of the losses, even, and just be like, oh, okay, this is where we are at now. This is where we used to be, and this is where we are going there, but let's live in the moment for a while. So I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for actually just not pursuing anything this year. I did not pursue anything this year. I did not tick anything outside of my goals. Like, I don't want to say I did not achieve anything. I mean, I just did a whole gratitude video. So it's not like I did not achieve anything. But you know, that mental gymnastic, that constantly looking for some adrenaline rush, something to achieve, something major, something big. Yeah, I needed that. But again, I'm going to say lastly, again, even though I already said lastly before now. But lastly, in all of that, I am grateful that I have not given up on myself. I'm grateful because I am the biggest believer of myself, maybe after God, because I know that God believes in me so much. God gave me a lot of potential that I've not even yet tapped into. But yeah, I am such a big believer of myself, and it comes off as being proud sometimes. It comes off as pride. But I like that pride. I am not going to be humble about it. I believe in myself, die times 3,000. And I'm grateful that I have not lost that spark. I'm grateful that I have not lost that genuine belief in myself. So that's all of the things that I'm grateful for this year. I do hope that you've enjoyed watching this video, and I hope that you don't need to make a video. But I do hope that you are able to like see, if you're watching this video, I do hope that you're able to sit back with your thoughts and look at the things that you've achieved this year, or maybe not achieved, but the little things in your life that you're grateful for. Sometimes it doesn't really have to be something so big, something so major, something so, conquering or whatever. It might just be the little pockets of joy, and sometimes that is all that we need to be grateful. So yeah, I hope that you have enjoyed my gratitude video. I don't know what the next video is gonna be. I am hoping to do a vlogmas. I can't tell you how that is going so far, but fingers crossed, and I will see you in my next video. Until then, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, share, like, comment, and see you. Have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, guys. Bye.